tell me, Mother.
Your father, David, was an incredibly handsome, gifted man. He was a very talented pianist and composer. And to be quite frank, we hardly knew each other when we became lovers. And as gorgeous and sexy as he may have been, I think it was the music that drew me most to him.
Weren't you frightened, given your background?
Oh, no. Because you see, that's where the love was. In the music. My mother loved her music. And when she could play and compose, she was happy. When our house was filled with music, it was filled with love. And you could feel safe in that house for a while.
Is that how my father made you feel?
Safe. Oh, it was a little bit more complicated than that. Once we started living together, it was obvious that he was a very temperamental, distant, difficult man. But, hey, then again, I'd been raised to think that all geniuses were like that. Then one night, we had a really bad fight. I mean, I was exhausted. I was a new intern at the hospital. I had a new baby at home, and I'd finally faced the fact that this relationship was definitely not going to work out. I don't know, I went to pieces. I started ranting and raving, and I broke a few things, and I shouted at him that I was sorry I had ever gotten into the relationship, and I was sorry I had had a baby. I of course, did not actually mean that, Cassie. But your father chose to take words that I said in anger literally. You know, and he said, if that is the way that you feel, then I feel that my daughter shouldn't be raised by you. He didn't want his daughter to be raised feeling that she was not wanted, not safe. And that's when he took you away from me.
Sorry, Mother, I don't buy it.
I'm telling you the truth. I swear.
No, there has to be more to it than that. My father would not have ripped me out of my mother's arms without a good reason.
You didn't know him then.
No, I know you. You wouldn't have let him.
I had no other choice.
Well, of course you did, Mother. I've seen you help Blair fight for custody of Star. And everyone in this room knows how important family is to you, what lengths you'll go to keep all of us together. No, Mother, you would never let someone take your baby out of your arms. You would move heaven and earth to keep her. You would lie, and you would cheat, and you would kill to get her back. Assuming that you loved her.
I love you. And I loved you then. I loved you then more than you could possibly dream of. I loved you so much, I let him take you. I loved you so much, I let him take you away. Why? Because I was afraid that I would hurt you. God. I mean, you're all looking at me like I'm some kind of monster.
You would never abuse a child. What made you think that you might?
Because my mother abused her children. I look just like her. Yes, of all of us, I'm the one who looks like my mother. My mother made Addie abuse me. She tried to make me abuse Melinda. It's true. She called all of us wicked little girls. But she said that Melinda was the most wicked. Because Melinda was the one who stole her music from her. And that's why she told me that I should punish Melinda. Because she deserved it for stealing the music. And that's when I finally realized there was something really seriously wrong with my mother.
Didn't you think of telling an adult, your father, Miss Stonecliffe?
Oh, my father adored my mother. Miss Stonecliffe worshipped her. They would never have believed me. There was nobody that I could turn to for help. that's when I made up the game. I pretended to punish Melinda. And I told Melinda, hey, scream. Scream, blue bloody murder. And so Melinda would scream. When my mother heard Melinda screaming, she was satisfied for a while. Dear God.
And then you would take the punishment.
It worked for a long time. If you were capable of making sure that Melinda didn't get hurt. Why did you think you would hurt me?
That's right. Why trust David Renaldi before you would trust yourself?
Because David may have been temperamental, but he was and he is a good man. His mother, she was an angel. And there was no madness in his family. I was the one who carried those genes, and I just knew. I knew that if I ever lost control, I might be capable of anything.
That's still a long way from abusing a child.
Mel, come on, you've done a lot of research on me, haven't you? Did you skip the chapter on Victor Lord? Cassie, listen to me, I was raw. Sometimes, I mean, really, just, I was so exhausted, you know, and you'd cry. Baby, you would cry and cry and cry, and there was nothing I could do to get you to stop. And sometimes I just feel this rage inside me, like, and I became really afraid that my mother was inside me, that she was there, and that she might come out and take over. Dorian, that is what babies do. They cry. It's frustrating and scary. No, I couldn't take that chance. No. Honey, that's why I let him. That's why I did let him take you away. It felt like I was cutting out my own heart and just handing it to him. Just like that. To take away with him. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Sorry that you had... I'm sorry you had to suffer that much. Just... At least I don't know why you didn't want Bruce to come out.
When I think of what you endured as a little girl, trying to protect an even smaller sister, my heart breaks for you. But we don't have all the answers yet. And I am afraid that the only way you will be free is to find out what else happened in that house in Canton.
No. No.
Yes.
No.
You have to go back, face Miss Stonecliffe, look her dead in the eye, and make her tell you the rest.